Standing on existing protocol. My name is Chisom. I'm currently a student, 200 level student of computer science in the Faculty of Nature and Applied Sciences. I'm a firm advocate of leadership in every phase of life. My hobbies include reading, writing. I'm vying for the position of assistant.
My name is Ogar. Nyen. I'm from University I am a 200 level student in the Department of History and Diplomatic Studies. And before I came into this school, I was once the social prefect girl in my secondary school.
The post of the Secretary General is vital because in order to measure progression and regression in an organization like ours, we need records, and the secretaries are inevitably important when it comes to keeping records.
My chief reason why I think I am qualified for this post because I have good communication skills and I am open to correction and I know how to relate with my fellow students very well. I did not decide to run for the secretary post because I have a soft spot for assisting people and then I'm also good at multitasking, the ability to maintain time and ensure that my work is done properly. Thank you. Okay, firstly, I think the reason why most students go against this policy is because they have this impression that they are in a university and then they have the right to make their own decisions and do what they like. And also not having a clear understanding of the school system, not knowing that our school is very different from every other public school, where students can do whatever they like and stuff like that. So the university formulated the student handbook as a guide to what students can do or cannot do. And anybody that go against that, any student that go against that rules should be sanctioned. Then they also establish a reward system for students who are well to do in character and in educational performance. And then also, very fortunate to also have a reward system for those who make GPA or CPA 5.00 in any semester. And so the students are meant to abide to these rules and policies and also make sure that they abide to the rules and policies of the schools and also make sure that they don't go against any rules to avoid sanction or any other penalty. Thank you.
First of all, I would say our university is a spirit-based university, or let's say faith-based university. So, unlike every other school, university bases progress in both character and learning, that's academic excellence. So most students really haven't understood the part of good character formation. So in that regard, most students decide to do whatever they want to do because they feel they are away from home. So the solution I propose in order for students to follow and understand why most rules are given is one. Each student should be able to know that when you go against the rules and regulations of the school, you are sanctioned. And also, whenever you are sanctioned, it goes to your file, and which does not make you a good person. In case if in future you need something from the school, you will not be able to get that favor because you are not a good student while in the university. Secondly, in excellence, that is good excellence. Most students do not really understand that the better your result, the better your chances of getting an opportunity outside this environment. So I really advise myself as a student and all other students here present that we should obey the rules, follow the regulations the school have given, so that at least since we are in private university, most institutions outside don't really accept our results. But once you come out with a very good grade, like the first class or second class upper, you get a higher, they begin to look at you and say, okay, this person did well in his or her school for you to get the kind of result the person is getting. Thank you. Thank you. As a computer science student, when in a case where maybe an organization wants to change their system, maybe the system they run, assuming they run man like in the banks then, there used to be manual systems of getting solutions to whatever they need. Before at certain time they upgraded to using electronic systems. So I think in the new NERA policies, when an organization wants to change from one system to another, they need to give the citizens or the people who operate those systems time to understand and know how those systems work before they change completely. So the problem I would say with the new NERA policy was there wasn't enough time given in order for both the citizens to be able to adapt to this new system. The new NERA policy was not a bad policy on its own, but it was also not good in the sense that they wanted us to start using electronic systems, and the networks for that was bad. I think all of us can attest to that. So the networks for doing whatever they were doing was not good at all. So one of the problems that was there was not having good systems in place to replace the ones that they were bringing, the new one, and also not giving enough time for persons to understand and get used to that particular system. If you had used the market, the local market during that period, you understand that most aged people didn't like those systems. In fact, they charged you more because they didn't understand the system. They didn't know it was helping them. So I feel like the policy should have come earlier on, and it was also close in time of elections. And elections is also another hectic period which needs money in this country. So I think the policy should have come earlier, which is one, and should have given us enough time to understand the policy before changing to the new NERA. Thank you.
The new NERA policy was chiefly expected to cut down the rate of investment and money in stock, and also reduce the long run of inflation. But then it held the unconstitutional use of power by President Buhari and the CBN governor, Governor Nyen, to implement such rules without the consideration of democracy and the citizens. This has breached the citizens' rights, because during that time it caused untold difficulties, especially for our parents who don't know how to do the mobile transfer, and then instead of waiting for the seller to receive the transfer the alert before you leave the shop and stuff like that. So people find it difficult to purchase food, people find it difficult to travel about, people find it difficult to make payments, and it was difficult at that point. So my only simple solution to this is that the CBN governor, Governor Nyen, and the president should consider producing 500 billion naira and make it in circulation to reach all citizens, and monitor the banks that they are reaching citizen satisfaction. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The post of the assistant secretary was made to support the secretary whenever the secretary was either unavoidably absent or was not in a position to do a particular thing. So the post of secretary in particular had a lot of things. I think number one of them was to organize meetings, to take down the minutes, So during that process, assuming the secretary is taking down the minutes and maybe there's a need to take maybe, assuming attendance during the meeting, the secretary cannot be able to do those two things at the same time. So that's where the work of the assistant secretary comes in. You come and, in order to help the secretary to do what the secretary is supposed to do. Second, as work of secretary is to take records and also keep them. The assistant secretary also is to help in positions where maybe where the secretary itself was not able to get. Assuming like during the process of taking down minutes, there may be certain things, maybe when you were writing somebody said, or maybe you didn't remember a particular thing. So once both of you are able to take down your minutes separately, you can combine them in order to give the members of the club the best of what they need.